Good morning, everyone.
Good
I'm
morning,
so
good
glad to
morning,
have you
everyone.
with me today.
I'm so glad to have you with me today.
My name is Teresa Marsh.
My name is Teresa Marsh from
I'm coming to
SassyStampingWithTeresa.com.
you from
I'm
Newbern,
coming
North
to you
Carolina,
from Newbern, North
which is
Carolina,
near the
which
east
is near
coast of the
the
United
east
States.
coast of the United States.
I'm an independent Stampin' Up!
I'm an
demonstrator,
independent Stampin' Up!
and I wanted to
demonstrator,
share with you
and I wanted
today
to share
a
with you
card
today
that,
that
I've enjoyed making.
I've enjoyed making.
I got the idea from
Got
Jamie
the idea from
Babarsi,
Jamie
so
Babarsi, so it's a cased card, but that's a wonderful.
I love sharing her great ideas.
And
Today's
card is an Arch's birthday card.
Now,
One of the things I want you to keep in mind
is that we can
work together
a lot of times
because I'm on live.
But this particular
day,
I am
otherwise
occupied
with
family
matters.
So
this
presentation is
pre-recorded.
pre-recorded. I hope that
you'll enjoy it.
I don't get to interact with everybody
this way.
But sometimes this
But
is what I
sometimes
have to
this
do in
is
order
what
to
I
be
have to do
consistent
in order to be
on 10
consistent
o'clock on
on
Thursdays.
10 o'clock on Thursdays.
So put it on your
So
calendar.
put it on your calendar.
I'm trying really hard to be consistent with 10
Thursdays,
o'clock
and I
on
would
Thursdays,
love
and I would
love
to see
at
you
10 o'clock on
at 10
Thursdays,
o'clock
and of
on
course
Thursdays,
that's Eastern
United
time,
States.
United States.
The videos are
videos are
available for
if you can't be
replay
here
if you can't be here
with me when they're live.
So
take a look at Sassy Stamping with
Stamping with
Teresa
on Facebook,
on
or
YouTube.
and
Give me a follow.
and
Give me a follow.
see if you like
the
kind of cards
the kind
that we
of
get to
cards
do
that we get to do together.
Today's card, like I said,
Today's
is a
card,
birthday
like I
card.
said, is a birthday
We're going to
card.
be using
We're going to be using
the Everyday Arches,
dies.
Let's
do a
okay.
There we go.
That's what I want.
All right.
We're going to be using the
Everyday
Arches
dies.
dies.
They were
a
a bundle.
They came in a bundle
with the Everyday
Arches.
The end of last year.
But they're still available.
As a single.
And that's what they look like. Now
I've already
got
the two larger ones
set up
to
use today.
They're
So
not in here, but
they're
it's,
not in
you
here,
see
but
it's
you
one,
see it's
two, three,
1, 2,
four, five,
3,
six,
4,
seven,
5,
eight,
6, 9,
7,
10
8.
arches.
9, 10 arches.
Well, yeah, it tells you right there.
Well, yeah,
It tells you right
it tells
there.
you right there how many's in
It
there.
tells you right there how many's in there.
10.
So, I'm going to be using
I'm
the two
gonna be
largest
using the
arches.
two largest
And
arches.
it, like I said, it came as a bundle
last year
with
with
the
the
Everyday
Everyday
Arches
stamp
and that was a
set.
photopolymer stamp set. But we're going to use the Arch stamp set. We're going to use this happy birthday and some other things a little differently than you might expect. So
Stick with me and I will
give you a look see. Okay.
We're going to be using
the Floral Delight suite of papers. Let me get some to show you. I have some pieces already put together for today's card, but it's got the Floral Delight paper has got some really nice print to it. There's lots of Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, Calypso Coral. See, that's that blue on the other side. We're going to be using this today. We're going to be using a little piece of that. There's just all kinds of yellows and yellow prints. All kinds of floral delight. So there's a whole lot of options available using the Floral Delight paper. You can get a whole lot of different looks with it. Today we're going to be using Daffodil Delight. We're going to be using cardstocks that are Daffodil Delight. And we're going to be using some basic white. And today, the basic white, we're going to cut an arch out of one of the larger arch out of this. And we're going to cut the smaller arch out of this. We're going to cut some balloons out of some of the other pieces of paper. And let me give you a look-see at this. Okay. This is 8, I'll start to say 8.5 by 11. Yes, it is. It was an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, but it's cut. At 4 1/4 lengthwise, and then scored at 5 1/2. So it's a top fold card like that. Excuse me. And we're going to cover the whole front with this piece of DSP. But then you can open it, you see, and it's nice and daffodil-like. So that's what we've got there. But let's cut these two arches out. Those are a couple of important options here. Yeah, right there in the face of it, isn't it? My goodness. Let's see if I can get this done without it walking all over my desk. What do you think? Do you think I can? All right. We'll cut this one first. There it goes. So all over my desk. I gotta remember to start with the arched end, flat end. It doesn't get quite so. It's not quite so difficult to get through, if you will. So if I put it on this way, it'll go into the machine easily. It'll start with its cutting portion more easily. See how much easier that was. So. That flat piece of cutting just does a number. It does a number on this. Okay. So let me put that away. Yeah, this on top of this pad, and it slides everywhere. Let me see if I can get this lined up again. Alrighty. Okay. So that was the cardstock, and the designer series paper is the Floral Delight Designers designer series paper. All right. So let's get started with our stamping. We're going to use. It's hard to get these things apart sometimes. I put it through it. There we go. That's the tape in half. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Get that in a minute. And we are going to use this cheers to another year of you. Just like that. And since we've got this nice pecan pie in here, we're going to use pecan pie for our stamp color. Our stamp color. It's a little bit unexpected, but because of the tone there, we'll give it a try. It'll pick up the. I better be careful about that. Do you ever with their bigger stamps get your edges all in your ink? Of course I can do it with any stamp. You might try. It might be easier with a bigger stamp to put your ink on that way. I just got ink all over anyway. All right. I'm going to turn this way just because I can get this better. Cheers to another year of you. There you go. And there went a piece of paper on the floor. I'm so good at that. Let's see if we can clean that. All right. Now we're going to take our layers and put them together. Okay. Okay. Start. We're going to start with our card front. Which side do I want to be the front? I think I want this side to be the front. So I'm going to take what a lot of people call green glue. The Tombow glue. Because it's forgiving upside down. So it kind of goes every direction. So it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be too worried about which way it's oriented or whatever. There we go. So there's our card base. Now we're going to put. My finger. I got glue on finger. And we're going to put glue on this piece. Isn't that pretty on that side too? On this piece. Isn't that pretty on that side? And we just want it centered in there. Now we're going to take some of our dimensionals. No, don't do that. Use your skeletons. I cut it up in pieces. Let's see. Yeah. Sometimes you can get a whole nice section like that. And gonna have to cut that piece off. It's the only time I use those. Otherwise I'm always using my snips. But I like not getting sticky on my snips. So then we take our sheet off the top. Cut my nails now. I can't do anything. I see ladies working with these really long nails, and I appreciate that they're able to do it. Then when I let my nails grow out, I do a really good job with working with sheets and the paper on the back of the dimensionals. But then when I first cut my nails, it doesn't do as well. Okay, now we're just going to center this on the front of our card. Now, ahead of time, I took this balloon and just did the top portion. But I'm going to take a piece of white. This one will do two. So I want 3 balloons. I want 3 balloons. There's 1. 2. And I need another sheet of another piece of scrap. Is that wide enough? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And 3. There you go. There you go. I'll put that up there. Put that up there. Better clean it now. I'll put that up there to clean in a minute. If I wait for cleaning in a minute, clean that in a minute, then when I don't want to. There we go. Alrighty. Now what I'm going to do here, I have also taken the top portion, stamped on some of my other patterns of paper. So these balloons are perfect for paper piecing. So when you cut this, you cut it right at the edge of the balloon. Of the stamped portion. You don't want to leave any extra. And if you miss a little, don't worry about it. You'd rather cut into the stamp line than give it too much border because we're gonna add these to the full balloon, so that each balloon looks different. But when we cut the full balloons out, we're going to cut it with a border. Just cutting the inflated balloon part out. From different colors. That one's going to be that. I had chosen one of these to be a solid. Those are going to be what our three balloons look like. Stuff on the floor here. Okay. We want a little bit of a border on this. Reel around here on the string because we don't want to try to cut that string out. We don't want to cut string too close. That would be a horrendous thing. I should have cut these out ahead of time. Apologies. Fussy cutting is a fun thing to do, but it's not so easy. It's not such a fun thing to watch somebody else do. It's not quite as bad as watching paint dry, but it can be close, right? Okay. There's one balloon. There's a balloon. You notice I'm moving the paper. Not my hands such. That's one of the ways you can get a better curve. You're moving the paper and just closing the scissors slowly as you turn the paper. And with a lot of practice, you can actually cut it out so nicely that it looks almost like it was die cut. Of course, I haven't had that much enough practice for that level. get to concentrate and my mouth quits working. Could be worse. Could be talking your ear off, making no sound, right? So have you seen the new in colors? So have you seen the new in colors? So pretty. They are so pretty. But today we're not working well. In fact, if you wanted to do a particular embellishment, you could probably use Darling Duckling as an accent color with this. It's not an accent, exactly the same. Very close. All right, now let's get our balloons. Turn them over on their negative side, if you will. Turn them over on their negative side, if you will. Oh, that. Wait a minute. Let me do this. Use this as a piece of just scratch paper, because I want the green to show, but I want it to look like it's got the. I don't know how to do this, but I want it to look like it's got a. I'll do it this way. Can you see what I'm doing? I'll do it this way. So it'll have its pecan pie border on the green side. There you go. So it'll have a pecan pie border on the green side. Uh-oh. Glanced up and I wasn't there. So let me get this just a little bit rounder. A little bit. All right. Rounder. We're going to pecan pie border this one. No, this is the one I wanted on. I've got the right one. I know. It's not much help, is it? See, if she knew what she was doing, she would be dangerous, right? Slide that around just a little bit until it's just glue. I can slide that around just a little bit until it's just exactly where I want it on that piece. To you, but I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't know what I would do without. Now, admittedly, these are not the ones that come with the embossing package from Stampin' Up, but I got these before that came out, and I really appreciate having reverse tweezers in my stuff. So it helps me hold on to things the way I need to hold on to them. Now we're going to take these and turn them over. And come back and get some more of our not quite. Not quite finished boons here. Boons here. All right. First, I'm gonna take my this lighter colored one. And I'm going to put it right over here. Not the one I want. The one I want. This is the one I want. The green one. This is the one I want. The darker green one color. Right there, and I probably shouldn't have put that on yet. Shouldn't have put that on yet because what I really want to do. See if I can get it up. See if I can get it up. Yes, I can. Then I know I'm not going to get on top of I'm not going to get on top of because I want this one overlapped. Because I want this one overlapped. There we go. There we go. Cheers to another year of you. Year of you. Nice little birthday card. Nice little birthday inside. Okay, I'm back. I hope that comes through. Okay. Now, as you know, I like to do 3.5 by 5 on the inside of my card. It makes my paper go further. One sheet of paper said it's full, and it makes my paper go further. So you could stamp straight in on that. You could stamp straight in on that. But I prefer having a white background to what I stamp. And all we're going to put on the inside of this Wishes stamp set. Okay. Happy birthday. And there you go. There is our finished product. Now I will admit, when I made my prototype, I was, as I said, doing a case from one of Jamie's cards, and she used this beautiful daffodil delight 1/8 inch ribbon. Yeah. And it was on Last Chance when I planned this card. And it was online today and looked, and it is gone. Last Chance is not there. Right here, which is what I wanted to do was a ribbon right here, which is what I wanted to do was a ribbon right there. But there's a couple of things that if we wanted to put some small rounds or something like that. I'm looking for I know what I'm looking for. Looking for round, something like that. I'm looking. Okay. Our in color pearls for the new in color. You could use a real pop of color with the Darling Duckling. That could be a real pop of color. There is that. Be a real at this point there's Lemon Lolly Baker's Twine that's still available. But since I have this ribbon, I'm going to go ahead and use it. Let's see if I can tie a bow. Let's see if I in any sort of a reasonable time. I can tie a bow in any sort of a reasonable time. There was so much extra on it. Don't want a very big bow. There we go. And my ribbon scissors have ribbon on them. And take a dot.
Okay. I'm back. Very frustrated. My computer cut off in the middle of a recording. I hope I can figure out how to edit this out. But anyway, my last little bit is to add this ribbon right there. And one of my favorite ways to do things like that is I use the little ink dots that we get from paper pumpkin, because they're even smaller than the other dots that we get. You know, the in a roll. And they're more than sturdy enough to hold a little piece of ribbon like that. So there you go. Cheers to another year of you. Adding this little bit of extra here helps balance the card out. Cheers to another year of you. Happy birthday. Do we want to put some dots in there? Some of our in color dots, just because we can. Let's put a couple of those. And these in color dots. There's three different sizes of each color, so I really like that. This has a little bit more oomph with using the darling duckling. Adds a little bit more oomph of color. It goes fine. It doesn't match exactly, but it goes really nicely together. All right, folks. I'd better, as they say, quit while you're ahead. Again, this is Teresa Marsh. This one's a recording. Hopefully I will get it edited so it won't have a big spot in the middle. I will do my best to put it together so that we don't end up wasting a lot of time with dead time. Okay, so right now, for two more days till the 31st of May, we've got a really good special for those of you who love the product, or who are interested in doing, becoming a demonstrator, doing it as a business. Signing up to become a demonstrator at this point, you can get a really good deal for only $99. You can choose $165 worth of product. Your choice. They don't tell you what you get to get, but you get to choose $165 worth of product for just the $99. There's no obligation to sell. There's no obligation about anything. You purchase when you want to. If you decide you don't want to be an active demonstrator, you just don't put in any orders. And that'll be fine. So let's let me know. Let me know what I can do to help you. Drop me a note at Teresa@teresa.com if there's anything I can do. Like I said, to give you a hand or to help you with anything. If you need to do with anything, if you need catalog, let me know. You can shop with me if you want to. Stampin' Up. If you don't get this particular link, just sign on to the site and choose me as your demonstrator. There's several. I'm looking. Okay. That covered it. Okay. So have a great day. I'm glad that you've chosen to take a look. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think of this card. Tell me what you. Like I said, this is cased straight from Jamie Babarsi. She may have gotten it from somebody else. I don't know, but I love together. So, and I love. I'm sharing it with you now. So, great day. So, have a great day. Remember, God loves you more than anybody else. When you need a friend, talk to him. If you need somebody who will talk back where your ears can hear. You can talk to me. Let me know. Teresa at Teresa@sassystampingwiththeresa.com. Have a great day. Have a great day. Talk to you later.